Welcome to all. Today we are going to see the derivation of longitudinal and transverse component. These are the longitudinal transverse component. Ez and Hz is a longitudinal component. This Ez, Er, Hz, Hr are the transverse component. This is required for the mode theory of optical propagation. For rectangular Cartesian and cylindrical polar coordinates, the wave equation holds for each component of the field vector. What are the wave equations? These are the wave equations as we have already seen in the previous lecture. Del square E is equal to mu epsilon dou square E by dou t square, and del square H is equal to mu epsilon dou square H by dou t square. So the generalized wave equation can be written like this. Del square psi is equal to 1 by Vp square dou square psi by dou t square. What is psi? It can represent any of the component of E or H field. What is Vp? It is the phase velocity. That is the velocity of propagation of a point of constant phase in the wave. Then the equation for Vp is equal to 1 by root of mu epsilon. This can be expanded as 1 by root of mu r mu naught epsilon or epsilon naught. Then velocity of light in free space, that is denoted by c, that is equal to 1 by root of mu naught epsilon naught. See, the two wave equations are similar to each other. So we can write a general expression by using a general vector of magnitude v in the cylindrical coordinate system, that is 1 by r dou by dou r of r dou v by dou r plus 1 by r square dou square v by dou psi square plus dou square v by dou ez square is equal to mu epsilon dou square v by dou t square. Since I have chosen a cylindrical coordinate system, it is having the coordinates r, psi and z. I have written like this. So we know there are four Maxwell's equations. This equations has to be satisfied by all the six components of the fields. All the six components has been written as Ez, Er, Eψ, Hz, Hr, Hψ. So these all six components are not completely independent. Some sort of interrelationship is existing between them. So what we are going to do is we are going to solve the Maxwell's equation for any of the two components of field and any of the two components which we assume to be independent, and then express the remaining four components in terms of the two components. Suppose if I choose a transverse field components, that is psi or r component, means at a single point itself infinite solutions are possible. So I don't consider this. Then the best choice is I'll be choosing the component that is along the direction of propagation of electromagnetic energy, that is the longitudinal component, that is the component along the z direction. So we have taken z direction as the direction of propagation of electromagnetic energy. So we are going to find the Ez component and Hz component, and the remaining components will be expressed in terms of Ez and Hz. After finding the two longitudinal components, I will be obtaining the remaining four components by simple substitution. See, these are the four components. The four components have been written in terms of Ez, Hz. This Eψ is written in terms of Ez, Hz. Similarly, these two equations are also written in terms of Ez and Hz. So in here I use the term Q. Q square is equal to omega square mu epsilon minus beta. So what is beta? It is a phase constant of the material of the core. So from the above equation, few significant points can be observed. That is, the transverse components have been expressed in terms of the derivatives of the longitudinal components, that is Ez and Hz. The transverse components is going to exist even if any one of the longitudinal components disappears. That is, if any one of the longitudinal component, that is Ez or Hz, If it is equal to 0 means the remaining 4 components is going to exist. But if both the longitudinal components, that is Ez and Hz, are equal to 0 means all the components vanish, indicating the absence of any field inside the core. So, in other words, if electromagnetic energy has to propagate along the fiber means we should have at least one longitudinal component. That is, transverse electromagnetic waves is not possible inside of the core of the fiber, since the condition of transverse electromagnetic wave is Ez and Hz equal to 0. But as per our significant notions, we have found that any one of the component is equal to 0. So, we will be getting 3 different modes. So, suppose assume first case Ez is equal to 0. That is, there is no longitudinal component of electric field in the direction of propagation. That is, along the Ez direction, we have Ez is equal to 0, we say. So, the electric field in this case is transverse to the direction of propagation of wave. So, these types of waves are called transverse electric waves. So, Ez component is equal to 0, but Er, E psi components will exist. If Hz is equal to 0, there is no longitudinal component in the direction of the propagation of electromagnetic energy. That is, along the Ez direction, H component is equal to 0. So, here it is transverse. The magnetic field is transverse to the direction of propagation of wave. So, this type of waves are called transverse magnetic waves. It is denoted as TM waves. If Ez and Hz is not equal to 0. So, at that case, you will be having all the 6 components. This special case is called the hybrid mode of wave propagation. So, transverse electric, transverse magnetic modes are related to the propagation of the meridional waves, whereas hybrid modes are related to the propagation of skew rays. Thank you.